please don't be scared. This is just me without any makeup on. Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing good. As you can see, I don't have makeup on today, and that has a good reason, because I was thinking I can think best when I'm doing my makeup, and I thought this is going to be a rant review for Five Dark Fates by Kendra Blake. That's the reason why I don't have makeup on today. I know it looks scary because let's face it, no one wants to see that. No one wants to see it with makeup, and no one will definitely not see it without makeup. But here we are today. So the plan is to do my makeup art inspired by the book cover, and yeah, I'm gonna do a review during that, and I hope this is going to turn out okay. Otherwise I'm going to scream just because I can. So let's go. We want to prepare first because we don't want to get makeup everywhere. As you know, Three Dark Crowns was my favorite book when it came out. Like, I really loved it. So what is it about? The series is about three girls named Arizona, Mirabelle, and Catherine, and they are triplets, and they live in a land called Fenburn. I think it was Fenburn. Yeah, I think it is. And they have gifts. I think, hope I get this right now. Catherine for sure is a poisoner, means she knows how to poison people. She eats poison, she drinks poison, like she's that bitch, okay? Like, she's that bitch. And I think Mirabelle is, what was she? I think she had the war gift, like she is the fighter, or was it Arizona? I don't know, but I know one of them is a fighter and the other one is good with nature. I forgot how this ability called, but yeah, this is about three sisters who have to kill each other to get the crown. I know this sounds really fucked up, but it is how it is, right? And at the end of Three Dark Crowns, by the way, I'm gonna spoiler a lot, so if you want a spoiler-free review, this ain't it. So at the end of book 1, she got pushed down a hole, and she should actually be dead, but she isn't. That's the twist. So she came back at the end of the first book, and she's pissed because during her fall, the dead queens, the previous sisters who didn't survive, they came into her body or soul. I don't know how this worked, but they possessed her, and that's why she didn't die. Sounds legit, I know. And yeah, that's actually it. So she's possessed, she goes crazy, and her two sisters tried to kill her because two have to die so one can get the crown. But Arizona and Mirabelle get together and try to fight against Catherine. So that's what the other book's about. Now we get to Five Dark Fates itself. Was an amazing book. I actually loved it. We have the two sisters who fight against Catherine. Yeah, who wants to kill her, so she isn't queen anymore because the island does not accept Catherine as queen. And everyone has a big problem because of that, so yeah, it just fucking sucks, and Catherine is a threat. to everyone. And so Mirabelle and Arizona trying to join the rebellion against Catherine. And Catherine is not happy about that because she wants to remain queen, obviously. I mean, it's what she's deserved, right? Because she is precious. But they think, bitch, no, we not gonna let you be queen. You are shit, we hate you, and so on. But we have Mirabelle, who actually gets invited by Catherine. She gets invited to the castle to spy actually on her. But she figured out that Catherine isn't actually like this bad. Because, like I said, Catherine is possessed by dead queens. And they fuck with her. They fuck with her and her mind. And they let her do things that are not okay with her, that she don't want to do. So Catherine is actually pretty torn and she doesn't know what to do, because on this side she wants to remain queen, and to achieve that she has to keep the queens, but on the other hand she just freaking hated what they do make her, like killing people or hurting the people that she loves, and that is not okay with her. Like, she's totally like, yeah, she's so torn. Like, you actually feel very sorry for her. So that's why I like her so much, because she's the one who has this very emotional twist in her. You just, in 1 second you say, bitch, what is you doing? Stop it. And in the next you just want to hug her and tell her that everything is going to be okay. And Mirabelle sees that, so she is twisted too, because Catherine is her younger sister and she actually loves her. So for her it's really, really hard to decide if she wants to betray Catherine or not. So there's that. Another thing is she doesn't know if she should betray her or not, and it goes on like this, okay? So we have these twisted people who don't know if they should betray each other or kill each other or just love each other. It is complicated. So shit happens badly, and now we get to the very spoilery part, because I have to. I don't want to, because I have to. So otherwise I cannot describe what I'm trying to say here. So, like I said, we have Mirabelle and Catherine who kind of having a bond now. Like, they like each other now and probably trust each other. And Mirabelle tries to help Catherine to find a way to defeat the fog that is threatening the island, which I have not said yet, but yeah, since Catherine is queen, she has to deal with this fog that's killing people. I think that explains itself. So yeah, she tries to help her and they actually find a way. I think it was a good concept, because all three can defeat the fog, so all three have to work together, and I was like, yes. So no one has to die. They come together again and they live happily ever after fighting against this fog. But no, we get fucked. We get fucked very hard. Catherine and Mirabelle are going to this cave, or whatever the frick that was, and they find this prophecy that all three of them can defeat this fog. So they figured it out. They said, okay, we have Arizona to let know about this so we can fight it together. Sounds good to me, right? But it wasn't. Because, that's what I didn't say as well, Catherine has the ability to send the dead queens out of her body, so she has a moment of peace. But they always return, so she's double fucked, okay? Because when they left this cave, they are so full of hope and they know they can defeat this fog, this threat, and probably then help Catherine to get rid of the dead queens. But it doesn't come so far. Like, because, spoiler alert, Catherine actually kills Mirabelle because the dead queens. Because the dead queens, they loved Mirabelle and they were like, we want her as our vessel. And Catherine is like, no, you belong to me, bitches, and I'm not sharing you, and you don't get my sister. It's just that easy. Because of that, Catherine slits Mirabelle's throat. Very charming, I know, but this is how it is. And throws her off a cliff. So there was my happy ending with all three ending together. Not what I expected, but her death made actually sense because it was the reason why Arizona then said, I have to go to war with Catherine now because she killed my sister and she is bad. So her death actually made sense because it was like the reason why the war happened. Catherine prepared for war, Mirabelle prepared for war, and yeah, I was ready to get fucked. So the day of the war happened and it was actually so boring. Like I thought we get really into shit, like we get this epic war between two sisters who really hate each other now because the other sister got killed by the youngest, and it could have been so amazing and epic, but it was just plain boring because the war happens and suddenly this fog came back and they have to return. That is actually what happened. You cannot imagine the clownery I felt. Like I was like, are you freaking serious? Because this is not what I wanted, but good. Catherine returns to the castle because she doesn't want to get killed by the fog, obviously. But Arizona somehow managed to go through that fog without being killed. Yes, I don't make that up. That's true. So she gets through the fog because of the help of Mirabelle's ghosts. That's what I thought exactly. I thought, are you freaking serious? Because So Arizona was walking through that fog. She got to the castle. Catherine already waited for her. Like, she knows she's fucked now. She dressed in her best dress probably because she looked beautiful AF. I mean, she always looked beautiful, but this time she put effort in it because she already knew that she's going to die, so at least die pretty, right? She sent out the dead queens out of her body so Arizona can fight her without any distractions, because if Catherine would still have the dead queen inside her, she will be defenseless, immortal, stronger. You could not fight her. That is what I'm trying to say. So yes, Arizona gets to the castle. She finds Catherine at the tower. They probably have a talk. Arizona sees that Catherine isn't actually that bad, that it's not her fault, everything, because of the dead queens. They did not really fight, which was boring. Yeah, somehow the dead queens returned to Catherine, and in that moment they actually wanted to attack. Arizona and Catherine saved her by jumping in front of her or whatever, and actually then was falling from this tower. Yes, she did not die as a villain. She did not die as a hero. She just plain died by falling off a tower. And I'm not making this up. I swear to God, I swear to God, I was like, where's the reason behind her death? I don't know. I don't understand. So please someone explain, because I don't know. Her death made 0 sense, because I'm telling you right now, they could have defeated the Dead Queens and Catherine would have go back to normal, you know, and they could actually have lived happily ever after. But apparently the author wasn't ready for that conversation, because after her death, Arizona got crowned as queen, obviously, because she's the only one left. What a surprise, right? She has to look for a man then, so she can bear the next triplets. And nothing actually changed. I'm not making that up. Weird flex, but okay. I mean, if Catherine would have died as a villain, you know, like every other person, I would have no complaints about. But letting her die that way was just useless and absolutely made no sense. Because we have the same concept. 2 have to die so 1 can be queen. Now, I thought at least 2 would survive. Not even Catherine, but 2 of them definitely should have survived. Because, like I said, nothing changed. Nothing was like, okay, it's something new, we starting something new. Like, they could have ruled together or don't rule at all, like saying we don't need that shit anymore. Like, oh, the stuff with the queens. And I was like, we could have had it all, but you didn't want it to, so why did you do that? And the tragedy actually is, I like this series so much because the world building was amazing, the writing style was amazing, and everything else was amazing, but that ending, that destroyed freaking everything. And by everything, I mean freaking everything, because you are so excited to see how it's going to end. I mean, I was already prepared for Catherine to die. Like, I'm not even mad about that. Yes, I am, but only because of the way how she died. So we could have had it all. We could, but Kendra wasn't ready for that conversation, and I'm really pissed about that, because we don't get really any change. I mean, aren't these type of books supposed to show you that you can change the world and that you can defeat your fate? But like I said, Kendra was not ready for this conversation, and I'm pissed. I really am. I'm yeah, like I said, we could have had it all. It was actually so sad. It was so sad. I was sitting there and was like, no, you freaking didn't. You didn't. But she did. I was like, no, 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 don't do that. So to finish this makeup is we take a little bit of red, just a teeny tiny bit, not much. So nothing changed. Everyone died except for 1, and I was sitting here like the clown that I am. Because I really thought that we're gonna have not a happy ending, but an ending that makes sense. And this ending didn't make sense at all. Like, we could have had it all. We could have 2 queens, we could have 3 queens, we could have no queens, but we got 1 queen. Nothing changed, nothing made sense. And I am here telling you that if you're looking for a book with an ending that makes sense, don't read this. And it actually is a tragedy because I loved it. I loved it because the characters are great, the writing style was great. And what do we get? Nothing. We get nothing out of it. Nothing. And I was like, Kendra, why are you doing this? I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't. This is how you turn a great series into a freaking nightmare. Because you cannot tell me that anyone was happy with that ending. And if you have read the book and you are happy about it, please tell me how you do it, because I don't understand. I just don't. That was my rant review about Five Dark Fates, because I actually have to say much more about it. I don't know how to say that without being mean towards the author, because I don't want to be mean, okay? I just want to be chilly-milly. I just want to tell you that the ending was absolutely shit, while the rest of the book actually was so enjoyable and so amazing. But Kendra didn't care. She just didn't care. She doesn't love us, apparently. She doesn't love no one. This is my makeup inspired Five Dark Fates makeup. I hope you liked it, because I think it perfectly fits the cover and the story. Because I never felt much more of a clown like I did when I finished this book. So without further ado, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you liked that book better than me. I wish it to you, because I was so mad. I closed this book and I was like, we could have a perfect solution. Catherine not dying, or dying at least as the villain. This is how you turn a great series into a shit show. Like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked that makeup that I think perfectly fits the mood of this book, because yes, I think it does. And I'm gonna end this video today here, so I hope I see you in the next one, and we see you.